Alright folks, we got some Johnny Depp news regarding Maudie, and I'm just going to read this off my phone, and I will put the link to the article in the description box below. And this comes from worldofreal.com. Johnny Depp directed Maudie to premiere at Venice. It's not Venice without a bit of controversy. Last year, they screened the latest works from Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, and Luke Benson. This year, it'll be Johnny Depp. Why is it controversial? Variety reports that Depp's Maudie, his first directorial effort in 25 years, is set to premiere on the Lido in September. This is a biopic of Italian artist Amedeo Modigliani. Pacino will be joined by lead star Riccardo Scamarcio, John Wick Chapter 2, and Pierre Nani. I know I'm not saying that last name right. Based on a play by Dennis McGinty, the film will tell the story of the famous painter during his time in Paris, 1916, zeroing in on the 48 hours which had him running from police through the streets and bars of war-torn Paris. Depp's first film as a director was 97's The Brave, starring Marlon Brando. It was met with negative reviews at Cannes, and ultimately, Depp decided not to release the film in the United States. Whether Maudie is good or bad, I can't see it getting positive reviews at Venice, and I'm sure Depp is very well aware of that as well. Pacino was last seen in 2021's House of Gucci. He had a cameo in the Michael Keaton-directed Knox Goes Away, which was released in the spring. He also recently shot Sniff with director Taylor Hackford. Back to Depp, he might still be struggling to make a comeback in the United States, but he seems very keen in working on European productions. Last year, he was in May Wind's Jean de Barry, which premiered at Cannes to much controversy. Maudie was shot with Italian money backing it. Hold up here. He might still be struggling to make a comeback in the United States. Really? And Jean de Barry wasn't met with controversy. There was a 7-minute standing ovation. Depp was quickly deemed persona non grata in Hollywood because of former wife A.H.'s domestic violence accusations. He had to go to court to get his good name. He had to go to court to get his good name back. He had to go to court to get his good name back. But even after his victory, he doesn't look like he's being accepted back in many industry circles. Who wrote this? It doesn't matter that people like Tim Burton, Helena Bonham Carter, Al Pacino, and Terry Gilliam are on Depp's side. Rather, it's once accused, always accused. Cancel culture at its finest. It's good to know that non-U.S. venues like Cannes and Venice are still open to accepting him. Boy, if that's not a condescending statement. Oh, let's see what the comments are. These are some comments left by folks. People always love Depp. That hasn't changed. The incident with Heard frightens many because they have to face the reality that women can be just as flawed as the men the Me movement goes after. Another commenter says, pretty sure American critics will hate this no matter what. I hope this will be good though. The cast is pretty interesting. Pacino obviously, but Pierre, Graham, Ranieri, Riccardo are all good to great actors that are not that well known outside of Europe. Stephen Graham is awesome sauce. That sounds very bad. Isn't 80% or even more of all critics American? Countries do exist outside of America, says another. Another says, but unfortunately the internet and the world of money is dominated by English. So the American and English-speaking critics are the ones with the most cultural sway. You know, So that's the article. I will link the article down in the description below. Let me just send this to myself real quick so I can do that for you. What did you think of the article? I'm gonna link it so that you guys can read it for yourself. Leave your comments and let me know what you think. Do you think Madi is going to be a success? Do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to bomb? Do you know who Modigliani is or was? And what do you think about what some of the commenters said with Americans holding most of the sway when it comes to entertainment? I disagree with that. You know, and speaking as an American, we do tend to think that the world revolves. A lot of Americans think, you know, the world revolves around the United States, but it just doesn't, especially these days. I'm happy for Johnny, and I don't think this is going to bomb, and it did not get, was not critical. 7 minutes standing ovation. I don't know where these kids go to journalism school that write this stuff.